today, and we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly.
All right, back to Jimmy.
So you remember the 51 intelligence agents who said that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation? Had all the hallmarks of, so you could dismiss it right before the election so that Joe Biden could be installed as president. Well, Trump just revoked their security clearances. And by the way, it appears, I mean, one look at this lineup, it appears America's crime problem is an African-American issue. I mean, look at all these completely black ones. That's what I'm saying.
I was going to say, like, you don't have...
But everyone there is white.
The only diversity is the people they blacked out.
Right? Yeah, that's right. I guess there's a couple of ladies. There's one lady here. There's a lady there. Is that a lady?
Lady. Where, yeah.
There's a couple
Where's
ladies.
all the DEI I was promised?
One.
But they're all yeah, so that's known as the deep state.
Yeah.
So Trump revoked all their, because they're lying to you. Of course that's their job. Yeah, you know, don't.
Yeah.
But
I bet a bunch of Mormon, by the way. I'll bet you. That's why it's so white.
And so here is former CIA director Brennan, and he goes on and says that Trump is the one lying. He's saying we didn't say it was Russian disinformation. I'm not kidding. He's going to watch this. Listen to him.
The only reason why I still had a security clearance, as I have for the past number of years since I left government service, was for the benefit of the government, so that if the CIA or another government agency wanted to call me in to discuss a classified matter, they could do that.
So, look, he's just trying to help you guys. That's what the clearance was for, in case you guys needed his great advice.
Yeah. Like this Hunter laptop thing.
And so now he's going to tell you that he didn't lie about the Hunter laptop. He told you the opposite was true. He said it had the hallmarks of Russian disinformation. He didn't say, yeah, it's probably true. All my years of expertise lends me to think that this Hunter Biden's laptop is true. No, he said the exact opposite. So watch this.
And so it was really for the government's benefit. It would facilitate those classified discussions with myself, as well as with former directors, as well as other former members of the intelligence community that had those clearances. So again, yesterday's EO is bizarre, among many of the bizarre.
His executive order, Trump's executive order revoking his security clearance, is bizarre. Not the fact that 51 top CIA and intelligence community people got hoodwinked into thinking that the Hunter Biden laptop was fake. So that's not the bizarre part. That these guys who their whole life, this is what they do, lied and said it was Russian disinformation. That's not the bizarre part. The bizarre part is the people who lied to us to influence an election had their security clearances pulled. That's the bizarre part.
I thought MSNBC likes it when white people are taken out of prominent positions.
I thought so too. I mean, his entire life's work is based on how to lie. And now, he got caught lying about Hunter's laptop, and now he's lying to you about lying about it. Watch this.
Executive orders that he had signed out. And as you point out, he misrepresented the facts in that executive order, because it said that we had suggested that the Hunter Biden laptop story was Russian disinformation. No, we said it was for the hallmarks of Russian information operations, including the...
Oh! No, we said it was Russian information, not disinformation.
Before he cut it, he said including the truth. Did you hear that?
Dumping for the hallmarks of Russian information operations, including the dumping of accurate information, which is
the dumping of accurate information.
What do you mean dumping it? Does that make it bad? Go ahead and dump. Like, I love the wormy wording.
Yes.
They're dumping accurate information. Good, dump it.
They're
Dump it
dumping
right in my lap.
They're dumping accurate information. They're just dumping it.
An information dump could jeopardize the lives of the intel community. Dump it twice as quickly then.
We said in that letter. So again, this was just, his effort to try to get back at those individuals who have criticized him openly and publicly in the past, and I think very legitimately.
President Trump revoked the security clearance of more than, so there it is.
Wow.
So
do you remember Brennan, who he is? He's the guy, I forget, makes me laugh. He withdrew his name for consideration for director of the CIA during Obama's first term over concerns about his support for torture.
So what he's saying is they caught Russia being guilty of spreading true information.
Yeah.
In a dump. They just dumped the true information. They just dumped it.
Yeah.
And so what he did there was he arrogantly explained how he laundered Russian information, pretended it was bullshit, and he did that through the CIA-controlled puppet media.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, our media here is way worse than the KGB ever was.
Yeah. I'm quoting,
Much. So,
CIA agent quoted that.
You want to see what I'm talking about? Texas Lindsay tweeted this out. Watch this.
Secret emails.
A really fishy story.
The Post claimed that the emails were found on a laptop computer that was brought to a repair shop in Delaware in the spring of 2019.
The FBI is now investigating whether those alleged Hunter Biden emails are actually connected to a larger foreign intelligence operation.
They may be related to a foreign intelligence operation.
Foreign intelligence operation.
Foreign intelligence.
Foreign intelligence.
Foreign intelligence operation.
For all we know, these emails are made up.
The information found on the laptop may be part of a Russian disinformation campaign.
Part of a Russian disinformation effort.
Described by many intelligence experts as having hallmarks.
All the hallmarks of a Russian disinformation.
Russian disinformation.
Disinformation campaign.
This is a classic example of the right-wing media machine.
Okay, question. Did he actually say that, or are they doing their part by changing it to disinformation? So he just... It's kind of like saying cross state lines, and then you're supposed to assume that Kyle Rittenhouse kid had brought a gun across state lines, but they didn't say that. Is that what John Brennan did? Or did he say disinformation and he's lying about it? Or did he just say the thing and then the media does the job of
I think it doesn't matter, because the intent is what matters. And the intent of what John Brennan and those 51 CIA guys did was to make you think that the Hunter's laptop was made up stuff by Russia. And that's what he, so he, in fact, so let's say he did say it was Russian information, meaning it was true. Why didn't he go on MSNBC and correct all those people? Hey, why you keep saying it's disinformation? It's not, it's actually true. That's because that wasn't the point of it was. So people would report it that way. And when they reported it that way, he didn't bother to correct anybody.
Yeah, we covered this before with the other guy with the glasses and the jowls who did the same move where he goes, I didn't say exactly that. You guys just said it. It seems like they do this wormy thing to make it so their little puppets here are responsible at the end of the day and not them. And I think it's some kind of technicality, legalese kind of thing they're doing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They said it's all the hallmarks of Russian information. Well, you could hear him saying,
what are those hallmarks, John?
A really fishy story.
The Post claimed that the emails were found on a laptop computer that was brought to a repair shop in Delaware in the spring of 2019.
The FBI is now investigating whether those alleged Hunter Biden emails.
So they would say it's a foreign intel operation. So it's a Russian intel operation.
So that means if it's true, I shouldn't care.
So that would make you think it's fake. That would make you think it's phony. That would make you think it's it's made up. That's what that's about. Hang on, I'm gonna just go to Twitter and put in Brennan Hunter laptop information.
Did you hear Humpty Dumpty Stelter talking about apparently was found in a computer shop in Delaware, as if that's like they said it was found in Narnia. Yeah, no, they're from Delaware. He took it to a computer shop and he's a crackhead, so he left it. That's not preposterous, Brian.
As Aaron Mate pointed out, John Brennan and Jim Clapper signed the letter claiming that Hunter's laptop has, quote, all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation. So he did say that. So he was using those weasel words.
Yeah,
so he
that
could
they would take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brennan
That's
and,
what they're programmed to do.
Brennan
Yeah.
and Clapper were key figures behind the pivotal January 2017 U.S. intelligence report on Russiagate. What's the odds they got that one right? So, yeah.
Yeah, those two scumbags. I mean, having their... here's why it's bizarre their security clearance was revoked. They should have been tried and hung in a secret military tribunal. So it's bizarre that's not what's happening.
So it says, it is for all these reasons, this is the statement, it is for all these reasons that we write to say that the arrival on the United States political scene of emails purportedly belonging to Vice President Biden's son Hunter, much of it related to his time serving on the board of the Ukrainian gas company Burisma, has all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation.
So, and what are those earmarks? Again, what are the earmarks?
So,
did we ever find out what those earmarks might be? Well, for one, it's true. They're always telling the truth about us, assholes. What are the earmarks of it? It harms you.
They say in this letter, perhaps most important, each of us believes deeply that American citizens should determine the outcome of elections, not foreign governments. Or how about the CIA people? Because that's why they did that.
They would do anything to not let American people decide.
That's exactly right. All of us agree with the
choice of Trump this time, asshole.
All of us agree with the founding fathers' concern about the damage that foreign interference in our politics can do to our democracy. So there they are trying to throw an election. They're lying about Hunter Biden's laptop. It wasn't Russian information. It wasn't Russian disinformation. It was actual factual things that were on his. So they got it 100% wrong.
Yeah, Russia had nothing to do with it.
Russia had nothing to do with it.
Crackhead imbecile left it like a gun.
That's
like
right.
a common throwaway gun. He left his laptop at this guy with a Google eye and a Tavisham hat's computer shop.
Okay, over to Steph.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. We've got a great show for you guys.
Guys.
Just letting you know, guys.
Hey, guys.
I think Elon did do a Sig Heil, guys.
Okay, let me see what I have here. Let me open these up, ladies. I was enjoying the show. Here we go. The entire corporate media does nothing but parrot CIA propaganda. D.S. Vogel, you got that right. Isn't dumping your information the same as flushing your drugs down the toilet when the police show up and announce search warrant? My_war. Brendan is exactly who Pompeo referred to when he said, we lied, we cheated, we stole. D.S. Vogel again. Colorado Watch. Brennan and Clapper perjured themselves to Congress over warrantless surveillance of Americans. Colorado Watch. Garota Americana. Jimmy already acknowledged he doesn't agree with Ezra on everything. Garota Americana. Yeah, Rebel News, which is the video you played, are very pro-Israel. Vientikis. Unfortunately, maybe. Wink, wink, say no more. Thank you. When will Jimmy be doing the next Rumble time? We're in the process. It's the beginning of the year. We're trying to get our bookings. We'll keep you posted on that one. All right, let's see here. All right, those have been done. Let's see what else I have here. Let me scroll back up. Let's see if they saved anything for me. Okay, there was one. Let's see what that one was said. If the United States stopped funding Israel's genocide, how long before Epstein's list went public? My_war. Why is retaining security clearance on retirement not illegal? I get you on that one, Seamus. A couple people have been asking that question. Another example of poor governance. Zero accountability, zero transparency, zero fairness, zero effective or oversight. Seamus. Thank you, Seamus. All right. Let's see. Not that. Rolling. All right, let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go to jimmydore.com to see our tour dates, jimmydore.com. And you know, when you use that link that we have available, you're going to get the right link. You know, some
The
people
right price.
yeah, some people will just Google Jimmy's coming to my town and then you'll go to the wrong link and they charge like ridiculous amount of money. It's one of our friends, you know, our tickets are either $35 for general admission and $65 for VIP. And one of our friends just went and bought a ticket and she spent over $100 on each of the tickets she was buying. We're like, what? We don't sell
charge
tickets for that.
$100.
We never have charged that amount. All right. It's okay. I read that one from Hannah, sir. Are you ready, Jim?
No.
Okay. Stand by. Looking for it. Yeah, baby, but a fan. Thank you. Yeah, baby. All right. Let's look here. All right. Brennan lied. I saw that one.
Okay.
D.S. Vogel says Brennan should be afraid of treason. Back to Jimmy.